fact, that's a good segue. Have you guys checked out Nick Turnbow at all? Have you seen any of Nick's stuff?
Oh, I
Oh
have
no.
not.
No. So
Hmm.
Nick trains at my gym. Nick is a purple belt and he was born 1 pound, 6 ounces.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
wow. Okay.
And yeah, and Nick has cerebral palsy. And so he went from like not being able to walk or move to being able to walk in a walker to then being able to walk with crutches and leg braces to then just crutches to now, he can walk for limited periods of time without anything, and he's training on a regular basis. He's growing constantly. So in the interest of kind of being in the gym and looking at what matters, that's what matters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Guys like that
100%.
are
Yep.
like, I've got all these tools and all these abilities and I'm not utilizing what I have, whereas this guy has to use 100% all of the time.
Yeah.
And so if you haven't seen him, at Nick Turnbow, NickTurnbo, he's worth a look for anybody out there that wants some motivation to see kind of, he's in the gym lifting weights, he's rolling around on the mats, he's out there, trying to walk without anything. I mean, just never complains, just getting after it all the time. Really, really motivational. And I'm sure that everybody's got somebody in the gym like that probably needs to be highlighted, talked about, looked at, and people
For
need to be
sure.
reminded that these are the guys that jujitsu is really about, right? Like if you can already fight and you're already a tough guy and you're already physically fit, jujitsu doesn't offer the same type of tools that it does to guys like these. So
100%. Yeah.
for
And seeing,
sure.
like super inspirational because we know how hard it is to do this day to
It's,
day training
yeah.
and all that. And you're
And
like,
that's with
With
everything, right?
yeah.
that's what it
Yep.
does mean. Like completely fine, like a completely fine physicality body working properly the way it should be, or the way it is, or whatever. To see someone else with an ailment, but that ailment has never affected them in anything that they've done, and it's like, yeah, that's the person I want to see. That's the person I want to talk to. Like, they are the people
Yeah.
who promote and show like everyone else is overthinking things in life, and they're not. They're like, you look.
Guys just working on constant improvement and say, okay, I have this hurdle, so be it. And it's almost like the guy, he's disabled and then he disables his disability. It's
That's
crazy to
crazy.
Yeah.
watch him work and do that. And it's for me, it's, you have those days where they're really hard. You got a lot of shit going on. It could be with the family, it could be with finances, it can be injuries, it can be, COVID, whatever it is. And you're not as motivated to act. But if you can find a few guys like Nick to look at and go, what the hell am I thinking? I
Right.
need to
Right.
go. Let's
Like,
go.
right.
And kind of put them in your head and really understand the value that they present to the team or the gym. It's massive.
That's a huge aspect too, to have someone at your gym in that capacity where someone else walks in thinking they can't do it, and you're like, hey, meet my friend Nick here, and then just introduce and talk or whatever, see. And it's like, I don't want to say, some people get on me like, oh yeah, well, you're showing a disabled guy. Well, that's not the point, because he's not disabled. Like, he's not gonna he doesn't feel that way. Like, he's already overcame that. So
Yeah,
it
I
gets
mean,
people to go, oh, I can do this too. Yeah, man, you
the,
can.
the thing
Yeah.
about it is, if you look at where the person started to where the person's at, that level of growth difference in him is very different than my level of growth from when I started to where I was at that many years in. And you can't compare them, and you're disingenuous when you
Yeah.
compare them and think that something you're doing is equal to that, because
Right.
it's impressive, man. It's
Yeah.
impressive. Put your head down and get to work and don't deal with anything else. You can't do what the other guys are doing right now, but you need to do the things that will get you there eventually. And that kid's doing it. So check him out when you guys
There we
get
go,
a
Chad.
minute.
Another
Yeah.
guy.
Write that name down, Terry. I don't
Yeah.
have a pen.
Bring him on the show. Well, this is
At Nick
recorded.
Turnbow on
Oh,
So
that's
IG.
true. Yeah, you get it when you're editing, right?
people always go, you don't write anything down. I'm like, it's recorded.